Hey guys, what up? I'm after a few beers, maybe a whiskey cola and a beer. I don't know. So I'm feeling myself a little bit, even though I became a little bit sober since the ride back home was not too long, but was enough for me to sober up. Anyways, the purpose of this video is essentially to talk about smoking. So, I'm 30 years old. I haven't smoked for 30 years and I've picked up smoking a year ago. Um, mm, Before I picked up smoking, I wasn't really big into smoking cigarettes. I would like take some puffs, like I would share with people who would smoke weed, and it wasn't really for something that's for me because smoking weed like raises my anxiety. My thoughts don't stop, and it like I start getting anxiety attacks, panic attacks, whatever, because I can't stop whatever's happening in my head. And I'm sure there's a minority of people who go through that and they're like, maybe it's not for me. But um, but yeah, that was my experience with weed. So I don't smoke weed anymore. Even though something small, there was one time where I really panicked, and ever since then, every time I smoke, it's like brings back that post traumatic effect. But back to smoking and how I started. I'm actually trying to stop. It's not so easy. Let's say if I can smoke 7 or 8 a day, I'm trying to limit it to three, four, three a day. A day where I hang out with friends and drink. I of course don't stop, but ideally in a normal day, three should be the most. I started smoking because a year ago I was robbed. I called the cops. Next morning, the cops said they'll call the unit that checks for fingerprints. Next morning, the fingerprint unit comes in, and they like we can't do anything because the robbers used gloves, and they're like maybe you should check on Facebook Marketplace if you can find the your products that were stolen, and best of luck. I was like, shit, okay, I'm not gonna work for 2 days now, and I'm gonna be. I was pretty much upset, but I was like, okay, I'll get over it at some point. But the only thing I could do was go and buy cigarettes. I was like angry, and I broke my whatever mental state was about. Yeah, I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes ever. I ended up going and buying cigarettes, and I smoked cigarettes. I started. That's when I started. It's been a year since, and I'm trying to figure out a way to stop. Um, I think I'll make a part two to this video. Thanks for listening.